Hello and welcome. This is the water sign new moon in Gemini reading. This is collectively for the water signs. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the spread, and this is collectively for the water sign energy. This is for Cancers, Scorpio, and Pisces. And then we're going to get into the moonology, which this is the moonology deck. We can't do a new moon. We can't do a moon reading without using the moonology. I love it. And then we're also going, I have a select, I pulled one card from the moonology for each sign and one card for um, the animal spirit oracle deck for each sign also over here. So I have already shuffled and I already put down the cards. Because we are going to be reading the definitions of all of these. I always read the definition of my oracle cards. As time goes by, because I know my channel is still pretty new, but if you are a water sign and you looked at earlier this week at the water sign readings, you know that I will always read. You kind of already know the animal spirit, but now we're going into the moonology. I always read the definition of the oracle cards, and I'm also going to be reading the definition of this tarot deck because I'm going to call this my universal message reading or my universal message deck, and I'm still kind of getting to know it, but it was really calling out to me to do a reading for this new moon, and I really like reading the definitions for this because it's very in depth, and I think for this type of reading, the more in depth, the better, just because, especially because of the energy. So we're gonna go with what exactly that the basically what this new moon is when it comes to a water sign, somebody who is a water sign. Like I said, Cancer, Scorpio, and also Pisces. At the basis, we have body and mind. If you watch the collective reading, this card popped out. So this is something that is really, and it popped out in the present when it came to spirit. So this card in particular is popping out because this is something that is at the basis for the water sign energy right now. Body and mind. Basically, it's balancing out body and mind, and understanding that your mentality has an effect on your body. Also, though, your mentality also has an effect on your reality in life with manifestation. Okay, you have to remember, as a water sign, you're very intuitive, and you're very psychic. So your mind state is very important when it comes to life and healing. And so here we go. As the biggest energy right now that the moon is bringing up to you as a water sign is the Five of Water. We're going to go ahead and read the definition of this card. I should have pulled this out. I'm always forgetting this. Bear with me, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yay! Okay. So the Five of Water, right? And you can see she's kind of sad in the water. Five is a number of conflict. So keywords: loss, betrayal, fear, doubt, hopelessness, isolation, self-pity, and blame. Key phrases: feeling alone and isolated, without hope, consumed by fears and doubts, unable to see a way forward, trapped in the moment, feeling angry and betrayed, mourn your loss, playing the victim. Meaning, the Five of Water represents feelings of fear, doubt, and hopelessness that can cloud our minds and hearts and give rise to confusion, misunderstanding, and anger. These emotions are often born of our own pain or insecurities and can cloud our ability to see the love that surrounds us. All too often, when we experience a moment of great hurt or loss, we can feel alone, as if no one could possibly understand the depth of anguish we are feeling. Whether it be the end of a marriage or friendship, the death of a loved one, or a battle with a mental illness, we can sometimes find ourselves weighed down by pain and suffering, and blind to the beauty and love that surrounds us. Loss of any kind causes us to experience a range of emotions, including sadness, fear, confusion, guilt, regret, anger, and betrayal. Sometimes we can even experience a complete absence of emotion. To think of the future serves only to add to the burden of sorrow, because all hope seems gone. The Five of Water is a challenging card because it is not one that offers any real comfort. Loss is something we all experience, and if we are already vulnerable and sensitive to hurt, then it can be overwhelming. The death of a loved one, the loss of a friend, being betrayed by someone we trusted and loved. There are no words of comfort that will lessen the pain we feel. The Five of Water symbolizes the need to allow yourself to work through your grief and to take as much time as you need. Allow the emotions to flow and the flow along with them, but not to the extent that they threaten to overwhelm you or have you lashing out at others. You need to remember that you have people around you who love you. Look up. While you may feel alone, you are not. There are people around you who have also experienced loss. They know. They understand. Allow them be there for you in your time of need. So this is the pain, emotional pain. This is betrayal of something. As this is just collective water sign energy. Either you were betraying or somebody betrayed you. But as this is coming up, I feel really as the majority is, you were the one betrayed. You have to make sure that that betrayal, somebody else's actions, doesn't change you. That's very important. Okay? Now, in the recent past, you have the Ace of Earth. See that dragon? Green. Earth. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go to Earth. Key words: new beginnings, goals, motivation, desire, preparations, opportunity, education, security, potential reward, potential consequences. So in the recent past, I'm sorry, I just had to pause that right now. In the recent past, there was a new beginning of some kind, and it's probably going to deal with your career. What the moon is wanting you to kind of heal is your heart, because your heart needs to be healed in order for this new beginning to blossom the way that it needs to. Okay, key phrases: practicality and pragmatism, starting anew, new financial or career opportunity, reward versus consequence, making preparations, planning for the future, material gain, a desire for security, meaning. When the Ace of Earth appears in your reading, it represents a time of change and new beginnings on the career and home front. This change is driven by desire for financial security and independence for yourself, or for those for whom you are responsible. It is time to make preparations and plans for the future so that you are not challenged or placed under stress by the changes that are coming. What do you want to do with your life? What career path will allow you to both meet your responsibilities and be fulfilled? Are you more interested in financial reward than seeking a vocation or a career that will stimulate you and make you happy? It is time for you to think of the outcome you deserve. Do you need to further your education and qualifications to create more financial rewarding opportunities? A new beginning founded in practicality and pragmatism. This is the energy of the Ace of Earth. It is time to be grounded in your approach and seek tangible outcomes that meet your desires. Determine your weaknesses and strengths, weigh your responsibilities, and then decide whether or not they fit with your goals and objectives. Also, be sure to consider the impact your decision will have on those around you. Be certain of your motivation. If you desire a safe and secure environment that is free of financial stress, then now is the time to consider building solid foundations. So you've been changing things in the recent past. Let's go ahead and look into the present. And in the present, what we have is the Seven of Water. Beautiful. Seven of Water. Key words: knowing, trust, faith, surrender, release, peace, certainty, and passive. Key phrases: surrender to the flow of life, relinquish the need to control. All happens as it is meant to. The future will bring what you need, not what you want. Control is an illusion. I'm going to say that again. Control is an illusion. In fact, repeat it after me out loud. I don't care what you're doing. Control is a illusion. Your influence on the future is limited. Yield and be flexible. A gentle, passive approach. Meaning, the Seven of Water represents letting go and surrendering to the flow of life, and doing so with complete trust and faith. She is about relinquishing control over all relationships and outcomes, and believing that whatever unfolds in the future is what is meant to be. She has worked diligently in the present, embodying all she does with her love, so as to create a future that will bring what she needs to learn, heal, and grow. Now content and satisfied, because she knows she has done everything she can. She lays back to rest, allowing herself to flow to the next moment and task. The need to control others or a situation is born of fear, whether that fear is about losing someone or something that we love, or being alone, or is it simply a fear of failure or missing out. We do what we can to maintain the illusion that we have control. But control is only an illusion, even if we would like to believe otherwise. We can make empowered choices and work with due diligence and dedication. We can create with the purest of intentions and be motivated by love. But the outcomes we desire will also be influenced by timing, circumstances, and other people. Both those close to us and those of whom we have no knowledge. Because of this, we can only have a partial influence, and the rest is up to fate. If we try to exert more influence and control, we risk sabotaging our hopes and desires and manifesting an outcome that is vastly different to the one desired. How do you hold on to water? The future is not fixed. It is fluid and shifting and so vast with infinite possibilities that it cannot be contained. Allow it to be. Detach emotionally. Let go of all expectations and have faith. Don't invest in speculation, what ifs, maybes, worries, or fear. The Seven of Water comes to tell you that it is time to take a deep breath and exhale. If you have set your intentions, are motivated by love, and have done all that is necessary here in the present, then it is time to give yourself permission to relax and let go. Embrace a peaceful, receptive, and flowing state that takes you forward on the next stage of your journey. Your future is now in the hands of fate. Beautiful. Six of Water, everyone. Six of Water. Beautiful. So as you have started on this new path, again, we talked about this in the collective reading, but you need to let yourself flow. Rely on the universe. The universe and the universe's timing is right. Any other timing is wrong. So don't try and make up another one, because your timing is wrong, the universe's timing is right. That's just it. That's law. Okay, but in the near future, we're going to look into when you let go, what's going to happen. And we have the Six of Air, which would be the um, Six of Swords in a regular tarot deck. And the Six of Swords is usually about a journey. So we're going to definitely look into what this means in this deck. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is not Six of Air. Oh, this is Six of Water. Again, like I said, this is a new deck, and they just put the numbers on there, which is fine. But I'm kind of in the middle of doing a guessing game with what exactly element this is. So this is actually Six of Water. So take another look at that. Six of Water. Keywords: kindness, concern, sympathy, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, love, ideals. Key phrases: the ideal of kindness and compassion. See all that is good and pure in humanity. Strive to be better. Embrace healthy boundaries. Accept that you will falter. Overcome obstacles with gentle determination. Do not meet aggression with aggression. Be kind and walk away. This is the energy that you're going to be coming into. What is worth your time and what is not? Again, we go to the basis, body and mind. Do not let your mind stress yourself out, and don't stress your body out over things that don't matter. Meaning, the Six of Water is the epitome of kindness and concern. She represents all that is good and pure within humanity and an ideal that many strive to meet. She is kind but not to a fault. She displays concern and care but does so with a level of emotional detachment. She is sympathetic, compassionate, and giving, but not to the extent that she leaves nothing for herself. She is understanding and aware that we all think, believe, and see life in a unique way, and that this determines how we behave and respond to others. She is forgiving, but forgives because she knows the act sets her, enables her to move forward without being weighed down by the past experiences. Let me pause this right here. Okay, look, water signs. You have gone, this message just dropped in. You are going through a journey of learning how to be an empath. If you are a water sign, you are an empath. Straight. That's it. Okay? I don't want to nothing. Okay? You are a water sign, you are an empath. You are intuitive. You are psychic. You need to learn about this. There is the ancient knowledge is no longer here about this. The ancient, when I say ancient, I mean before even Egypt. It's not here. You need to learn the path of the empath and what the role is in the world. And the only way for you to learn it, because there's not a lot of information about this, you must fall on the universe and learn. Okay? So we're going to keep going. She is a gentle soul who overcomes all obstacles with a determination that is free of any aggression or intent to do harm. She is the peaceful warrior who wins all with a gentle touch or smile, a kind word, and a compassionate, generous nature. Does she represent an impossible ideal? Do you strive to be like her and find yourself incapable of behaving this way all of the time? The Six of Water comes to tell you to just be you. Just be you. Show compassion. Be empathetic, understanding, and aware of all that makes us different. Be generous, but remember to keep healthy boundaries in place. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. When you don't live up to your own, sometimes impossible ideals. So be kind to yourself when you don't live up to your own, sometimes impossible ideals. To be the peaceful warrior, you have to be as kind and generous to yourself as you are to others. Remember that, empaths. Remember that. Being an empath is complicated, but it's complicated because we don't live in a society that is able, that fosters healthy empaths. You have to create that environment. Okay? And as an ultimate result, we have the Six of Fire. So this also card is coming in from the collective reading. Okay, we already read this. This is basically a card that's talking about the judgment. When it comes to the new moon, this is judgment. This is judgment from the universe on how you treat people. So yes, the universe has sent people that has messed you over and caused trauma in your life. Yes, they were sent by the universe. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, but yes, that is just the truth. You are told by the universe to fall back on the universe completely. This is right now. Fall back. Because what this showed you, yes, it hurt you, but it also showed you something that you do not have control. That is fine. The universe, you know who has control? The universe. The universe has control. But the universe did not give you trauma for you to change. The universe gave you trauma for you to learn, for you to fall back onto the universe. So that doesn't mean because you went through trauma that you dealt trauma on people. Somebody cheated on you doesn't mean you be a cheater. Somebody stole from you doesn't mean you be a thief. You just learn. If somebody breaks into your house and you don't lock your doors and they take your stuff, now you learn to lock your doors. But that doesn't mean to go steal, right? You were still you. Go back to that center. What the universe created you to be. Be who the universe created you to be. This is the judgment. And the judgment to your abundance. Okay, so now we're going to put this away. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to look into each individual sign. Okay, we're going to put this aside. We're going to bring out this moonology. Yay, moonology. So first, we're going to work on to the sign of Cancer. Moonology and also the animal spirits, okay? So for Cancer, the sign that you got is new moon in Sagittarius. This is your moonology card from the Oracle. And this says luck is on your side. Ooh, yes, I know you happy, Cancer. Because I sure am. Alright, luck is on your side. Let's see. Now I gotta figure out how to read this book. New moon cards. Okay. So, and oh, wow. And I don't know if y'all noticed. Okay, you haven't noticed yet, but Cancer has new moon in Sagittarius. Pisces has new moon in Gemini. And Scorpio has new moon in Cancer. So all these cards that popped up are new moon cards. And I swear I shuffled them so good, too. I, like, spread them all around. Well, no, I didn't do that. Because I don't want them to go upside down. But I have shuffled them pretty well. So that's very interesting. Okay, here, let me see. We gotta get to the new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Luck is on your side, Cancer. This is for you, Cancer. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. Energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically, by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up. If that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift. And even if that simply means widening your worldview, attune to the moon, count your blessings, literally, write them down or say them out loud. Additional meanings for this card. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude practice via Facebook or a journal or blog. The teaching. Sagittarius is the sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It's the sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all of this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. Okay, beautiful, beautiful energy, Cancer. We're also going to look into, just so I'm going to do this section by section. So after this, if you are a Cancer and you're looking at this, you can go ahead and log off after I read the animal spirit for you. Right now, your animal spirit is an oyster. Beautiful. Water. Let's see here. And this is a water animal, a water spirit. Oh, here we go. We're almost there. Oyster. And then the oyster has the shell. That's cute. Cancers have shells with the crab. Okay, oyster. Patience. Secret keeper. Hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is, oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. The world is waiting to see, Cancer. So, when in balance, feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripey, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. Awesome. Ooh, that's beautiful, Cancer. So, Cancer, you're clearly going on to a new journey, and clearly it's going to be a lot of fun, honey. Okay? But the other thing is, you may be getting out of this now, or you might be, there's something that you need to do, and it's a new adventure. And the universe has been kind of like, come on, Cancer, you can do it. And you've been like, okay, I'm gonna do it. It's almost like, okay, this is what I'm picturing. Gosh, I have these pictures. I'm very visual, with my visions and stuff. I'm picturing somebody that they want to be a diver, okay? And let's say, you're diving, you're on the diving board, right? The diving board goes boom, 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 boom. And you're the person on top of the diving board. And you dive into the pool. Well, you're fine with that. You know what I mean? You become so good at diving into the pool. You can dive from this height, all the way up to the point that the camera can't even see it. You can dive 100 feet from the air into this pool, and you're fine. Then the universe says, okay, now you're ready to start diving off of waterfalls or diving off of cliffs into pools of natural water. And you get there, and there's a whole bunch of people and animals around you watching because you're this wonderful diver. And the universe is saying, you're ready. And you're like, okay, universe, okay. So you get up there, and you're on top of this cliff. And you look down and you see all these people there, and then all of a sudden you're like, nope, I'm not going to do it. You're making up excuses. You're like, you know what, that water, is that temperature controlled? And the universe says it's the same temperature as the pool. Um, does that water have parasites? That water is cleaner than the pool water. That's why it's actually drinking water. You can drink it. Um, does that water have sharp rocks? No, it doesn't have any sharp rocks. It's already been cleared up for you. You're kind of saying, okay, okay. You're not like backing up, but you're saying you're not jumping off. And that's what the universe is wanting you to do, jump off. Because inside of that oyster is a pearl. Don't pearls come out of oysters? Or clams. I'm sorry. They come out of clams, right? Well, for some reason, even though this is coming up as the oyster, I'm also picturing a clam. And the clam has the pearl inside. You had to share your pearl. Now, to the clam, a pearl is just, I don't know if that, I really, somebody in the comment maybe talk to me about this. I don't know if the pearl is that the baby or is that just something that they make. I'm not exactly sure. But that pearl is inside. And to the clam, the pearl is just the pearl. But to the world, it is a delicacy in the jewelry world. And a lot of people will do anything to get that pearl. So just remember that. You are divine. You are unique. You are special. Okay? So now we're going to move on to Pisces. So if you want to go ahead and log off Cancer, that's fine. We're done with the Cancer read part of it. And now we're getting into Pisces. And what Pisces has is Pisces has the new moon in Gemini. Okay, Pisces, we in the new moon in Gemini right now. And the card that popped up for you is the new moon in Gemini. Okay? I think that for me, I actually see a lot of similarities when it comes to Gemini and Pisces, just because Pisces has the two fish, the yin and the yang, and then Gemini has the two people, which is the two twins, the shadow and the light side. So communication is key. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. Oh, Pisces, you got to talk to somebody or what? Look, I'm so nosy. Like, I am so nosy. Okay, here we go. Communication is key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. This is how you're going to attune to the moon. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Additional meanings for this card. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you. Read more books. Okay, awesome. So for your animal spirit, we have the otter. Oh, it's so cute. I remember this, I don't know why this popped up. This cartoon on Disney when I was little was called PB and J Otter. I never hear anybody talking about it now, but PB and J Otter. So I don't know why that popped up. But we about to see. So the otter. The otter. Unobstructed joy, contentment. Perhaps the most perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck. The otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself, without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, makes silly excuses. To bring into balance, dance party or celebration. Okay, Pisces, this new moon is coming. You need to get in touch with that fun side of you, okay? So, back to what we were saying, like that whole reading that we had, you need to go and get into the fun side of you. This is how you're going to find your healing. So, when we were talking about cancers, they're finding their healing through taking an adventure and getting out of their comfort zone, but getting out of their comfort zone, jumping into their greatness. You are jumping into your greatness through fun, through play, okay? Communication, flirtation. Flirtation doesn't mean like somebody that you're going to be. When I say flirtation, some people have a flirty personality. And when you talk about somebody who has a flirty personality, they're just somebody that is able to connect with people very well, and everybody sees that person as like, oh, I could be in a relationship with that person. Doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be in a relationship, but you genuinely take interest in people that you're talking to. And that's a beautiful thing about you, Pisces. See, this is you coming into your sign. Even though this is new moon in Gemini, this combination here, this combination, that's Pisces. That's a little mix match, Chex mix of Pisces right there. So you need to get back into your equilibrium. So yeah, I mean, COVID willing, try and see people. You might need to do some FaceTiming and stuff like that. But interact with people a little bit more, where you can get that communication out, and you can, be yourself, you know, and that joy is like something that spreads throughout with the Pisces. So that's how you're going to jump into your greatness. That's how you're going to get into the energy that you need to be to get into the next phase. Okay? So that was for you, Pisces. And now we're going to go ahead and Pisces can go ahead and log off. We're going into Scorpio right now. Okay, so Scorpio. For the moonology, you have the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. We're going to go ahead and take a look into this because I definitely want to read that. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desire. Attune to the moon. Make sure you put family first. Additional meanings for this card. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have you changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. Okay, so as far as the animal spirit, you have the hawk. So we're going to go ahead and look into the hawk. Watchful. Scene, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant. It will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, perspective shift. Okay, so Scorpio, you're a little bit of a, you've been a little bit of a worry wart. For you to get into this new cycle, you need to learn how to balance that thing out and let things be. Okay? You need to find your inner peace. Okay? And that inner peace is is rocked when it happens to be when you're not around people that you care about or people that care about you. So you need to start looking into your surroundings. And what I'm really getting really strongly is people that care about you, not just people that you care about, but you need to be finding people that care about you to be around you. And you need to not worry so much. Remember that people's paths are already decided by their choices. And from there, the universe has them. You cannot watch or take care of anybody better than the universe. The universe has assumed that responsibility and the universe carries that stress. You don't need to carry that stress, love. You need to let go of those burdens and you need to care about yourself enough to move forward into this new cycle, okay? All right, so I hope that that helps everyone. It was so fun to do your reading. And yep, so this is the new moon in Gemini reading. And I will see you next week. Monday, I will be uploading the individual signs for the water signs Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, or Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I probably should be doing Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces because that's the order that they go in or yeah, that's the order that they go in because it starts with Aries. So, but I mean, sometimes I'm a little off. It just depends on how I throw it out. But definitely come subscribe to the channel, definitely, so that you can get a notification when your sun sign reading happens. And then we will also be doing another quarter moon reading next week when it's the quarter moon, which is when the moon reveals itself and at a quarter before it becomes full. So we'll be definitely taking a quick little look there. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a nice night, nice morning, nice afternoon, whatever time that you're listening to this. And I will see you guys later. Bye.